steal.
That's his length in action.
Yeah, he's really long. Kyrie. Got it.
That's pure Kyrie.
It's a 3 for 5, shooting threes. Celtics 1 for 3. Kyrie, baseline.
Boy, he sneaked that one through. He's got to pack the paint, and he's heading to the basket every single time.
He sure is. Kyrie for 2.
Hey, as soon as he gets in the paint, 4 guys drop right to the level of the ball.
Nice move. 15 for Irving.
The block out from Rozier, also 2 jumps to Ben's 1, able to garner that rebound.
While with Cabarrot dealing with Kyrie Irving, who's got a ton of stuff.
Kyrie got McDermott on him. Spins on the baseline and gets 2 with the left hand, no less.
Boy, they would.
Order for Al. Kyrie. Wow.
But he missed the easy one and makes the tough one.
13 seconds difference here. I say he got what he wanted here now. Irving on Adams. Somebody's going to have to double. Whoa, he got all the way to the rim and scored again. That's Irving at his best.
18-year-old rookie. Make sure the officials saw the contact. Matt on Irving. Kyrie's first points of the night. He's averaging 22 per game. 6-0 Aaron Gordon run. Got the Magic back to within 7. Gordon picks up Kyrie. Just a blow-by Irving. He's got 10.
Shot clock at 5. Kyrie into the paint. Floater.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man.
You know what's coming, and you can.
That's for sure. Irving again. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Manages to get the ball back. Putting on a show with the ball handling. Layup is good. Oh, what a play from Irving.
Side of the floor. And it's showing with the score.
Celtics happy to be home after a 3-0 road trip. Irving scoots inside. Irving and the Celtics just toying with the Lakers. Well, he played here in Boston.
No, you can't try to clean it up.
Irving inside on the reverse. Kyrie Irving back in and immediately with a Ojale back in with Rozier, Baines, Irving, and Smart. Irving pulls back between the legs, spins, falling away. It's up. It's good. Kyrie Irving dazzling once again.
I wonder, Marv, how long will Pachulia play in this first quarter with Boston having both Horford and Morris to start the lineup?
And he has not been playing the kind of minutes he did last year. Beautiful move. Kyrie Irving off the spin.
I like the fact that we're going to get Steph and Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving met on a switch by Nick Young. Shoots over for three.
Feel like the back and forth action, Marv.
There's no question. There's no question about it.
Yogi jumper, no good. And here comes Irving again. And that goes 41. And 2 quick drive.
Guarded by Winslow. A couple of Duke guys.
Yeah, trying to get him to not shoot the 3. Deuce won't hurt you as much, obviously. That's what he does.
Irving with 19 points, 8 in this quarter. It's a game mix.
Play the 3-point line. They give up a 2, you give up a 2.
Miami's up 7, 25 seconds left. Irving drives on Winslow and scores again. He's got 12 points in the quarter. And
Kyrie back to Horford. Gets it back, gets the dribble back. Got Vucevic in a switch. Goes by him to 2.
Yeah, Gordon was.
He's got all the answers.
Well, Augustine's not going to bother him.
everybody can play off of Miles from there.
Irving out there with Tice. And he goes right to the basket, knocking over Joseph.
Over here, they clear it out for Tatum on the baseline, down to 7 on the shot clock, loses the handle momentarily. Now Kyrie will have to make something out of this. How about a layup?
Well, when a big guy switches.
Kyrie. 9 on the shot clock, they clear aside for Kyrie. He takes the jumper and drains it. Still a 10-point game. Celtics can take it under 4 minutes. Kyrie appeared to lose it and got it back.
Whoa!
Hit a floater.
Whoa! He let it go.
Kyrie hangs.
Are you
That's 2.
kidding me? How about the foul there?
Irving. Step back 3. Got it. Takes the Ojale, Kyrie, and Tatum. Oh, what a move. What a move.
Yeah.
I don't know what Smith was thinking, but Smith, 4-3-24 to go in the game. Mark Cuban getting a little answer. Kyrie. Yes, a foul. Free. Does. Gets Harrison a switch. Wants to take him off the dribble. Knocked away. Comes back up with it and banked it home.
I tell you, all those.
Kyrie Irving, stare down 3. Nothing but net. Summer League. Very impressive. Subsequently signed by the Spurs. Irving with the hesitation, put it on a platter and one.
Irving takes it, makes it.
Boy, the man was down with his hand down.
Away with it. Kyrie
How about
able
the
to save
foul
it. Irving for 2. And Murray took one in the chop. Celtics shooting the ball well after 4 games in the low 40s. Kyrie. Now comes back for the ball. Rubio defending. Oh, Kyrie. A 2. That's got to be. Kyrie. Yes, and a foul.
Yeah, Rubio can't stay with him.
15 years he's been doing that.
Yeah, you just got to make sure that he gets rid of the ball.
Kyrie pulls up for a 3 and buries it. 16.
Yeah, just muscle Kyrie here.
Off the dribble. Kyrie gets in the paint. He gets 2.
I tell you, this guy is going to...
18 points and 7 assists last night as the Pacers led most of the way in winning in Brooklyn 109-97. And that's another made basket.
Well, they call a Boston, the Chicago team that's starting to come together. Remember, Miritich and Portis had been out, and they've come back and started playing. They've been playing great, well-defended out at the 3-point line. Collison had...
Back to Kyrie. Knocks down the shot. High. 30. He's got 1 point to go. Kyrie trying to create something. Gets free for 2.
That last foul was called on Lance Thomas. Interesting. Porzingis says the best Knick team he's played on. When you take a look at the last 2, Irving knocks down a 3. The Knicks are job defensively. The Knicks have certainly improved in that department. Shot clock down to 1. And Irving able to drill it.
That's his specialty, late in the clock. Kyrie Irving takes his time.
Apart. That's double-digit assists for John Wall. They run that little crossing action with 2 guards, and Oubre's man falls asleep.
That's 14 assists for Wall. Irving to the rim. And now Irving
on the nay. Irving being played by Gordon. Shot clock down to 7. There's Kyrie into the lane. So
under 5 to play. Kyrie always keeping that dribble alive. Takes it. Makes it.
Days. Celtics have not played since New Year's Eve. They beat Brooklyn by 3 points. They've won 3 in a row. Irving gets fouled, count it, and 1. Calderon bumped him.
Here's Irving, the shimmy, the blow by, and the bank.
And I like it where they got him.
You were there at the Rose Bowl for the semifinal.
That's running back you right there. Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, the freshman Swift. Oh, my goodness.
Kyrie Irving fading away. Irving.
Broadcasted. How about Karis LeVert? Equally just as impressive.
Here's Irving. Kyrie Irving hits the long 2, and Kenny Atkinson will take it started by Dinwiddie. Trying to wiggle free. Good hands from Dinwiddie and Harris. 5 to shoot. Irving separates, puts it up, and in. That is just a difficult shot that Irving put in.
Gets it into Horford. Gets it back. Into the hands of Kyrie. Defended by Davis. Kyrie takes it to him. Throws it up off the glass for 2. We're tied with 11:08 to go. Good. Down 9-4. Just 2 for 8 shooting so far. Kyrie, the pull-up. Banks it home. How good is this kid?
Ultimately go really small against these guys, spread them out and drive it. I know it's a defensive problem, but I can really see these guys mixing it up today.
Kyrie continues to be lights out. He's 5 of 6. Kyrie for 2.
But they are in need of a turnout.
Shows why he's an all-star with the nice block on defense. But when that ball's whipping around the court, it creates great opportunities. And of course, when he gets it, he usually does pretty well.
Just a threat of looking at the basket got Randall up in the air, and all of a sudden,
he had a nice little tough shot there the last possession, but he's going to kind of get going here against Tyler Ennis. At least start being more aggressive.
Think about all the idea defensively. And Marcus Morris without any help. Rozier right side jumps, finds Kyrie at the top, swings into the 3. That's good. And he wants a foul.
He's a guy that can catch, can ISO, can also post up. He gives them some scoring punch and takes the pressure off of Kyrie Irving.
Well, that has been the problem for the Celtics recently as Kyrie Irving knocks down the 3. They're still #1 defensively in terms of efficient rating. 12 points for Blake Griffin. Coming up on a minute remaining here in the first half. Irving, contested 3, drills it, hand in his face, and Kyrie Irving with his second three-pointer that gets up Irving on the switch. Kyrie Irving goes right at the clean, spins, gets inside, left-handed off the glass. That's a pretty move.
That's some finish right there. How come they don't use that same logic when Draymond Green is averaging 10 or 11 and 7? If you're an all-star for what you do for your team, you're an all-star. If you're going to disregard the numbers, then disregard the numbers and give it to guys that deserve it.
No question. You asked. Well, again, we keep saying it over and over again. They need to expand the rosters for the All-Star team.
I don't agree with that. I just think we need to do a better job and be consistent with the thought process. the selecting people.
Oh, that's a sweet move from Kyrie Irving. Good closeout there from Klay Thompson on Tatum. Irving goes right at Durant. Scoop layup is good. He's now 6 for 6 from the field. He comes back in the game. 6 to shoot for Kyrie Irving. Launches a 3. Rattles it home. Kyrie Irving. 5 for 5 from downtown. He's 10 of 12.
And this is a Celtic team that has Gordon Hayward coming back at some point.
Irving drives, stops left-handed, banks it home. 32 for Irving, using his offhand. Gets some free throws.
Now Kyrie is being guarded by Barton. Got to keep your hands off Kyrie. He'll do the rip move for 3. Kyrie in the lane, backhand layup is good. Kyrie Irving.
21 and 4. Irving cut off along the end line. Valanciunas now gives it back to Lowry to guard, and Kyrie knocks down the shot.
Lost to Boston without Kyrie and Hayward. They lost because their starters didn't produce.
Corner 3, good.
Coach Brad Stevens, and he did admit when Greg is in the game, they may have to fit how they play towards him. He said Greg is a good enough offensive player that they'd be willing to adjust for him. They need his scoring. Guys?
All right, thank you, Ross. As Kyrie Irving knocks it down.
Did in Detroit when he played with Andre Drummond, and again, I love the fact that really what he does is set everybody on Boston in their natural positions, putting Horford at the 4.
Oh, the crowd reacting to that dribble move by Kyrie Irving. Even the Pearl or Rod or Tiny Archibald, I wouldn't say there was slow motion, but compared to what Irving and some
oh my goodness!
Once again, that everything is distorted, including our brains, as Kyrie Irving opens up the third quarter by connecting. 8 ties, 17 lead change.
A shot blocking ability when he's next to John Wall on the court, but he sure can finish inside.
Series of moves by Irving. Hesitation. Drive by Kyrie Irving for the bucket. 5 minutes of the fourth. Irving putting moves on Morris and hits.
I'm so glad I'm not in the league right now and have to switch out on that. I just foul. I just go up and grab him.
They're really want this a little extra juice. Now Irving on James. He wants to shoot and scores. To impress.
So can we stop, Mike? That's a meandering way. Stop the speculative articles, please.
We'll see what we can do. Irving from way downtown. Irving 4 for 5 from.
Obviously, you know, a lot of people will remember playing against Kobe Bryant in the championship. Just the whole run and going from the bottom to the top in a year's time is just unbelievable.
Paul, you talked in some interviews about this particular year. What do you take from those sort of that juxtaposition?
You know, obviously it is a sacrifice. You miss out on so many things in life. Like, you know, watching my little man walk for the first time.
Since he had been at Duke. Duke won their game tonight against Virginia Tech, 74-52, as Irving knocks down the long 2.
And it's great to see Coach Brown back at Duke. You're talking about loving the game.
I remember Boston has also turned it over just 7 times. Irving, he got it!
And that was a design play. Brad Stevens says space out and let Kyrie Irving play one-on-one.
13 for Andre. 79-75 Celtics. Kyrie Irving knocks it down after a spin move. Irving is.
Adams jokes. I'm surprised Cantor's number 2 called him lazy, jokingly. Back comes Irving, and he sticks the 3 for Boston.
Previously, he missed that. He's not thinking anymore. He's reacting, so his shot is back.
Irving against Burke. Help comes. Fires and hits.
Well, that was excellent defense by Burke, folks. He did the thing.
Irving. Cut it out. How did the guy lose the ball 3 times on a possession and still? Kyrie again, one-on-one with Howard. Step back this time, nails that one.
I could watch him every day. Every day.
Celtics are down to 7 on the shot clock. They get it to Kyrie.
Get out of here.
And all he said, not bad. We just got to turn up the burners a little bit more.
Max Lease as Irving drives and finishes, banks it home. Irving, as we said, has been so good all season, but since the All-Star break.
30-10 since January 1st have gone 15-10. And outside, a long shot is
good.
down for Kyrie Irving.
He creates the switch. He has the quickness matchup